Is Executive Director for CAIR-Minnesota, a grassroots civil rights organisation that represents American Muslims, and joins me now from Minneapolis. Thanks very much indeed for your time, Jaylani. Just tell us what your reaction is to the day's events and indeed the atmosphere in Minneapolis and the wider state of Minnesota.
This has been thank you for having me. This has been a welcome news. Obviously, we knew it was coming. It's truly a credit to the incredible state of Minnesota and the countless people who stood out every single day to not only protest, but to protect their neighbors, the countless protesters, and the resiliency of the American people, and particularly the residents of Minneapolis and the great state of Minnesota. We're not out of it completely. We knew that this day was coming. As soon as they murdered Alex Preddy, we saw a major shift. Not only here in Minnesota, but across the country. Nearly 80% of Americans believed that ICE was operating outside the law and they were causing harm to residents. And so not only did the politics shifted, but it became a major consequence for this administration. And it exposed the brutality and exposed their hypocrisy, that they lied about the murder of Alex Preddy. They lied about the murder of Renee Good. And the public, to some extent, who were not aware of some of this stuff, also became aware of it. And so it is good news. But at the same time, we also recognize that at this moment, there are hundreds of people who are detained unlawfully, who have been released by the court systems. In Minnesota, over 14 of the federal prosecutors who were in charge of dealing with the mess that ICE was creating in the grounds of Minneapolis have resigned. That office now is missing many prosecutors who were working on the cases. Many of them have come forward to talking about what they were told to do, and that's the reason why they left. And so we know also this is politics, because as I'm speaking to you today, the Senate is making a decision on the funding DHS, including ICE and Homeland Security. And so this is a political ploy to try to win back and potentially even get funding for continuation of ICE operations. In addition, also the state of Minnesota's government will come back into session next week. And so they said, many of the leaders on the Republican side said that they did not want to be in session when there is an ICE operation going on, and especially how it has gone in Minnesota. And so we are optimistically cautious in this moment. But this was a victory we saw long before anybody from the Trump administration announced it, because we knew the way that the people were organizing, the way that the people were responding. And, regrettably, we lost two incredible people, Renee Good and Alex Preddy. We also lost others in custody. Others have been hurt. Businesses have been affected. And yet, as I'm speaking to you today, this week, over 50 cases of Somali Americans have been expedited to the court system, jamming the court system, and in an effort to try to deport more Somalis. We know that the TPS program has completely been eliminated, and it will end in March 17. And we expect ICE to continue to operate in Minnesota as well as in other cities. And that is why we are asking for the public. This is not the time to just celebrate. This is the time also to continue to stand up for each other and our neighbors.
Well, indeed. I mean, ICE operations are going to continue. I mean, Tom Homan confirmed that. He said as much in some of his statements earlier. I mean, your reaction to what he had to say, not just that he labelled the operation a success in that violent offenders had been detained, although we know the recent figures from other states suggest far fewer were detained than the Trump administration claimed. But Tom Homan also suggested that some of those officers will be deployed elsewhere, which begs the question, where next?
Absolutely. And also we've heard that they've made a deal, or they've made some deals with the local county sheriffs. So we've had a conversation just this afternoon with one of the counties who said, what deal? We don't know what deal he's talking about. So I think this government is been now told that they are lying. They have been lying about everything. And that is why we are asking for our community to be cautiously optimistic in the sense that, we do not want them to be funded for them to come right back and use this moment of retreating from Minnesota as a way to get additional funding. I think that is one of the asks that we have of the American public, to continue to put pressure on senators so that we do not get this to continue to moving forward. But to your point, Homan did not win. This Operation Surge showed what the public and the people can do with a simple whistle and a horn, and being able to be outside and with your camera and phone. We were able to show the lies of this administration and their attempt to attack peaceful protesters and even journalists who are now going to be brought up on charges even tomorrow with court hearings for those peaceful protesters who entered to a church, and then those who also were the reporters who were with them. And so we're far away from the moment of victory for the community, that we are asking the rest of the country to be wary where these ICE agents are going to be going. And we're asking for continued pressure against this administration's funding to ICE. And I think that will hold if the public continues to keep mind on the particular what's happening. And as I'm speaking to you today, ICE is not left Minnesota. They're still here. We will see until all of them eventually leave by next week, if that's what the deadline is. And also we as a public are asking, what were the deals that he made? If one of the sheriff's departments told us today that there was no deal made, then they must be lying about all those deals. And we want to clarify that from local officials to ensure that they are not taking on responsibilities of the behavior that ICE engaged locally here in Minnesota.
Jaylani, thank you as always for your time. Jaylani Hussein joining us there from Minnesota.
Thank you for having me.